listening to the Ocean Rowing Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Painter, physical therapist and owner of Strong and Empowered Rowing. I help people continue their love of rowing without aches and pains. Along the way, I decided I wanted to row across the Atlantic Ocean. I'm finding it super hard to get in touch with previous ocean rowers and find the answers on how to make this possible. So this podcast is to share my story and what I learn as I get ready for and ultimately cross the Atlantic Ocean. Hear from experts in different areas and from others who have completed ocean rows. So anyone who wants to do this has easy access and we can share our stories with the world. All right, welcome to episode 30 of the Ocean Rowing Podcast. So I did something big that I'm going to talk about in this episode. I've mentioned it before as something that I've looked into and that I eventually wanted to do, but I never took the plunge. And rowing an ocean just kind of gave me that push to kind of get it done and do it. So if you don't know, I'm pretty much blind. But I'm not anymore. So I used to wear glasses and I just went and got laser eye surgery. Unfortunately, I did not qualify for LASIK. So if you guys are familiar, LASIK is a really quick and painless laser eye surgery that corrects your vision. But before LASIK became a thing, there was something called PRK, and PRK was what they did before that. So it's been around a little bit longer than LASIK, a lot longer, and they've kind of perfected that as well, but some people don't necessarily qualify for LASIK, and I was one of those people. So there's different reasons you may or may not qualify. I ended up wearing glasses for so long of my life. I was wearing glasses starting when I was like 10 or 11, wearing contacts when I was 10 or 11. So if you wear contacts for too long, it can change things on your eye, which is basically what happened for me. And I also had a difference in basically, if you think like a topographic map, that they can do that for your eye and let you know how much room do you have to be able to make changes and cut things away, etc. So I didn't have enough room. So basically PRK was the option. So you might be thinking, what the heck is the difference, Amanda, and why does it matter? So I'm just giving you my experience, what I went through. So basically I went and got PRK. The main difference is two things. One is a flap versus not a flap. So if you're eye cringy, you might want to skip to the next 30 seconds. But a flap is what they do in LASIK, where they basically cut a little spot, peel it half away, fix your eye, and then put it back, and your eye heals that little circle. So think of like a scab almost. So then your eye heals it. But if you're in the middle of an ocean and something hits you just right, that flap could end up coming off. So I was like, I'm kind of glad I don't qualify. So anyways, PRK does not do the flap. They basically just cut a circle out, laser your eye, and then your eye has to heal over. So what that means is that the recovery process is a little bit longer. It can be up to a year, but usually if you get LASIK, you're like walking and reading and stuff that next day. For me, I had to keep my eyes shut for basically 3 to 4 days. So my surgery was Thursday and I kept them shut till Monday. So that was kind of my experience and what I did. But it was really easy. The surgery itself is like 5 minutes long, maybe 10 minutes. It's super quick. Afterwards, you can see right away, which is pretty darn cool. So I got that surgery. Everything's going good. I get a little bit of lapses because your eye is constantly healing and your eye is shifting. So I get where my eyes are kind of tired and reading. Sometimes I'm like, so my reading took longer to come back. My vision issue is that I couldn't see far away, but now I'm seeing 20/15 in my right eye and my left eye is pretty close. It's a little bit lagging behind the other one though. So that's what I did. That's my update. And the other thing that I did is I started to talk to somebody about fundraising. I'm really hoping to get someone about fundraising on here to chat with us though. I did have someone reach out who is also going to be rowing solo and is just just starting their campaign. So I'd love to pick their brain about it as well. So keep your eyes and ears open for that episode when it comes out. I'm still working on the logistics to get that person on here. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little brief intro on why I decided to have my eye surgery, and that ocean rowing was the reason for it. So that's it. I've got episode 31 of the Ocean Rowing Podcast coming up on June 18th. Super excited. You definitely want to stay tuned for that one. Hit that subscribe button if you liked this, so that you will get notified as soon as that episode is out, and you'll get all those updates as soon as they happen. So hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you've got questions. As always, reach out to me at mail@oceanrowingpodcast.com or go to oceanrowingpodcast.com, and you can let me know if you want to be on this podcast, or you know somebody who should be on here, or you want to hear from somebody, or anything like that. Basically, reach out if you've got questions. I'm always open to chatting, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Again, that's going to be episode 31. I don't think I told you who it's going to be. It is going to be Rachel Smith, who's a dragon boat racer champion turned ocean rower, which is pretty cool. She rode in a pair in 2007 for the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge. It talks about her capsizing experience and so much more, so definitely stay tuned. You're going to want to hear that one, and have a great day, everybody.